Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. MIHADA and SRA accelerate slum redevelopment with plans to build 25,000 housing units in Mumbai. The Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, MHADA, and the Slum Rehabilitation Authority, SRA, have decided to accelerate work on 17 slum redevelopment projects, aiming to deliver 25,000 housing units. The largest of these projects is the one in Malwani Malad, which involves 14,000 slum dwellers. 8 projects have already been reassigned due to issues under Section 13(2) of the Slum Rehabilitation Act. Feasibility assessments for 5 additional projects are ongoing. To ensure efficiency, officials have been directed to conduct biometric surveys, improve connectivity to project sites, and remove ineligible slum dwellers. Goa invites Naredco Maharashtra to invest in its unused land parcels via a PPP model. Goa's government is set to open up real estate opportunities by releasing unused land parcels under a public-private partnership, P model. The Goa Rehabilitation Board and the Goa Housing Board has invited developers through Naredco Maharashtra to invest in residential, commercial, and mixed-use projects. Goa's booming real estate market is driven by rising property values, strong rental yields, and increased interest from global investors, particularly in North Goa. The state's infrastructure expansion, including new airports and expressways, further enhances its investment appeal. With a growing demand for second homes and rental properties, Goa is positioning itself as a top-tier real estate destination. MHADA's 100-day plan. Minister assesses progress on cleanliness and record management. Maharashtra's Minister of State for Housing, Dr. Pankaj Bhoyer, recently visited MHADA's headquarters in Bandra East to review the progress of its 100-day action plan. During the visit, he assessed a special cleanliness and record classification drive and inspected various offices. He also reviewed ongoing projects like the Citizen Facilitation Center and Visitor Management System, aimed at improving administrative efficiency and citizen services. MHADA's Vice President, Mr. Sanjeev Jaiswal, highlighted initiatives such as the e-office system and website upgrades, reflecting MHADA's commitment to modernizing operations and enhancing service delivery. Mumbai property deals. Protean eGov Technologies leases 68,021 sq office space in Lower Parel. Protean eGov Technologies has secured a lease for 68,021 sq ft of office space at One International Center in Lower Parel, Mumbai. The lease, facilitated by Colliers India, spans 5 years at a monthly rental rate of INR 185 per sq ft. The company aims to establish an innovative workspace aligned with its mission of digital governance. The commercial real estate sector continues to thrive, with Mumbai witnessing a 4-fold increase in Global Capability Centers, GCCs, uptake in 2024. Additionally, recent large-scale office space transactions, including those by NPCI and HDFC Bank, indicate strong demand in Mumbai. MHADA Konkan Board seeks public input on housing demand for Ambarnath projects. The MHADA Konkan Board has launched an online housing demand survey to gauge public interest in upcoming affordable housing projects in Ambarnath. The survey, open until the end of February, aims to gather data on potential applicants to aid in project planning. MHADA plans to develop housing units at Kohij Khuntavali and Shivganga Nagar for the economically weaker section, EBAPPBS, and middle income group, EMIG. Citizens can participate online and access project site locations via QR codes. Public feedback will play a critical role in determining the project's feasibility and implementation. Flexible workspace sector sees impressive growth in 2024, with Bengaluru leading the charge. In 2024, flexible workspace operators recorded a significant 57.5% year-on-year YoY growth, with a total gross leasing volume (GLV) of 12.4 million square feet, accounting for 14% of India's overall office leasing. Bengaluru emerged as the leader, leasing 3.4 million square feet, followed by Mumbai, Delhi NCR, Hyderabad, and Pune. Additionally, flexible workspace operators leased out 224,000 seats, marking a 44% increase from the previous year, with Bengaluru again taking the largest share. The IT/BPM sector remained the top contributor to seat leasing, followed by engineering, manufacturing, and other sectors. Delhi Development Authority to survey 173 slum clusters for rehabilitation under PMI Urban. The Delhi Development Authority (DDA) will conduct a fresh survey of 173 slum clusters to assess eligibility for rehabilitation under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. The survey, expected to be completed in 6 months, will collect data on household counts, financial status, and residency eligibility for economically weaker section EWS flats. Currently, 205 out of 378 DDA-controlled slum clusters have been surveyed. This initiative follows past in-situ rehabilitation projects at Jailarwala Bagh and Kalkaji, aiming to improve living conditions for slum dwellers. Ghaziabad Development Authority cuts Harnandipuram township area by 150 hectares. The Ghaziabad Development Authority (GDA) has reduced the proposed Harnandipuram township project from 521 hectares to 371 hectares, citing financial limitations. The project will now exclude land from 3 villages, Shapur Morta, Bhovapur, and Morta, while focusing on acquiring 127 hectares from 5 others. Land acquisition costs are estimated at INR 5,000 crore, with total development costs reaching INR 10,000 crore. A 6-member panel will oversee the process to ensure fair land rates. The GDA aims to proceed with phased development while addressing financial and logistical challenges. MHADA accelerates redevelopment and structural audits of aging buildings in Mumbai. Under the Maharashtra government's 100-day action plan, MHADA aims to complete structural audits of 1,300 SEZ buildings in Mumbai within a year. Of the 500 buildings marked for assessment, 171 have been inspected, with reports received for 32. Notices under Section 79A will soon be issued to landlords, urging redevelopment proposals. Meanwhile, the long-delayed Patra Chaul redevelopment is nearing completion, offering relief to displaced tenants. Additionally, MHADA is launching an online system for lease deed conveyance, streamlining property transactions and enhancing transparency. These measures highlight the government's commitment to improving Mumbai's aging housing infrastructure. Odisha High Court stays government's exemption for pre-2017 apartments under OAOM Act. The Odisha High Court has stayed the state government's notification exempting apartments completed before February 25, 2017, from the Odisha Apartment Ownership and Management Act 2023. The court acted on a petition alleging that the move arbitrarily favored builders and violated legal provisions requiring occupancy certificates and registered associations for apartment registration. The government justified the notification as a measure to streamline property registrations. Rajasthan ARERA revises fees, imposes stricter penalties, and enhances regulatory measures. The Rajasthan Real Estate Regulatory Authority (ROA) has announced several updates effective from March 1, including revisions to the fee structure for industrial plots, farmhouses, and exemption applications. The registration fee remains unchanged at INR 5 per SKR. M for residential and industrial categories, while the standard fee has been reduced for institutional and industrial properties, but increased for commercial and mixed-use developments. Stricter penalties have been introduced for delays in submitting required documents, with fines escalating based on the delay period. Additionally, RERA has mandated water supply service drawings for plotted development projects and tightened regulations on lapsed projects to ensure compliance. These changes aim to streamline operations and foster growth across various sectors, while enhancing transparency and sustainable development. Gujrera permits old society members to seek relief in redevelopment projects. Gujrera has revised its stance on redevelopment projects, allowing older housing society members to seek relief under RERA. In a landmark ruling, a builder was directed to execute sale deeds for 2 Antilia apartment members, overturning past decisions. The authority ruled that RERA applies to redevelopment projects involving sales, citing legal precedents. This decision strengthens protections for existing members facing delays in sale deeds and increases builder accountability. Developers must now ensure compliance with RERA regulations. As redevelopment grows, this ruling promotes fairness, transparency, and consumer rights in Gujarat's real estate sector, setting a crucial precedent for future cases. Jodhpur Consumer Commission rules against JDA, orders refund in land allotment case. The State Consumer Commission, Jodhpur Bench, ruled against the Jodhpur Development Authority, JDA, for deficiency in service and unfair trade practices in a land allotment case. The Commission ordered JDA to refund INR 351,781 to appellant Jetharam Lohia with interest. Lohia was allotted an encroached plot under the Ramraj Nagar scheme and later assigned a smaller plot at an inflated price. The ruling highlights consumer protection in real estate and underscores the need for transparency in land allotments. This decision may push JDA and other development authorities to reform policies, ensuring fair practices and efficient grievance resolution. Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation to demolish 65 illegal buildings following court order. The Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation, KDMC, is set to demolish 65 illegal buildings in Dombivli, affecting approximately 6,500 home buyers. These structures were built using forged MahaRERA certificates and fake building plans. The scam, exposed in 2022 by architect Sandeep Patil, led to legal action and the arrest of 15 individuals. Despite residents seeking regularization, their applications were rejected due to non-compliance with legal norms. The Bombay High Court upheld the demolition order, prompting KDMC to issue eviction notices. Meanwhile, a special investigating team, SITE, is examining the involvement of influential figures and has frozen the bank accounts of implicated developers. Prestige Group secures INR 1,050 crore funding to refinance high-cost debt to Bangalore-based real estate developer. Prestige Group is in the final stages of securing INR 1,050 crore from multiple lenders, led by Kotak Mahindra Bank, at an interest rate of 10.81% to refinance expensive borrowing from Yes Bank. The funding will be raised at Bamboo Hotel and Global Centre, Delhi, BHGCPL, a joint venture between Prestige Group and DB Realty, which is currently developing a large-scale mixed-use project in New Delhi's AeroCity. BHGCPL has been experiencing financial constraints, with only INR 51 crore in unencumbered cash against pending costs of INR 2,074 crore. The shortfall is expected to be covered through new debt, receivables, tenant security deposits, and promoter contributions. Maharashtra. Property registration revenue soars amid concerns over ready reckoner rate hike. Maharashtra's Property Registration Department has achieved 85% of its INR 55,000 crore revenue target by mid-February, with 23.72 lakh documents registered and INR 46,493.75 crore generated. The strong performance, driven by high-value transactions, comes ahead of a proposed hike in Ready Reckoner I rates, which determine stamp duty and registration costs. The rate hike, intended to fund welfare schemes, has raised concerns among buyers and developers about its potential impact on affordability and market dynamics. Historically, the department has consistently exceeded revenue targets, highlighting robust property market activity despite external challenges. INR 179 crore tax default. BMC attaches buildings in Chandivli over unpaid dues. The Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation, BMC, has taken stringent action against tax defaulters by attaching 18 under construction buildings of DBS Realty in Sangharsh Nagar, Chandivli, to recover outstanding property tax amounting to INR 179 crore. The civic body has issued notices under Section 203 of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation Act, warning that if the dues are not cleared within 21 days, an auction will be initiated. The BMC has set a property tax collection target of INR 6,200 crore for 2024 to 25 and has already collected INR 4,823 crore. The BMC has listed 500 defaulters, including leading real estate developers and government bodies, with total pending dues soaring to INR 5,397 crore. Puravankara reports consolidated net loss in Q3 FY25. Puravankara reported a consolidated net loss of INR 92 crore 64 lakh in Q3 FY25, a significant downturn from the INR 77 crore 79 lakh profit recorded in the same quarter last year. The company cited procedural delays, such as the e-Khata policy and expansion costs in the western region, as key factors for the loss. Despite this, total revenue from projects in the first 3 quarters of FY25 rose by 16%, while customer collections increased by 19%. The company also invested heavily in land acquisitions and introduced new projects, adding a GDV of over INR 9,000 crore. However, net debt remained at INR 2,824 crore, with an 11.73% weighted average cost. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation offers up to 15% rebate on advance property tax payments for FY 2025-26. The Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, AMC, has increased rebates for advance property tax payments for FY 2025-26, offering up to 15% in incentives. The advance payment rebate has been raised from 10% to 12%, with an additional 1% for online payments and 2% for consistent digital taxpayers over 3 years. Last year, AMC collected INR 770 crore through early payments. And for FY 2025 to 26, it expects INR 800 to 900 crore in advance tax collections. The budget maintains existing tax rates, offering 70% relief for trust-run hospitals and full vehicle tax exemption for EVs. Mumbai Infrastructure, BMC halts road concretization in Pali Hill following residents' protest. The Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation, BMC, has temporarily suspended its plan to concretize the Auxilium Convent Road in Pali Hill after strong opposition from local residents. The decision followed a formal complaint highlighting concerns about dust pollution, environmental damage, and access issues for emergency vehicles. BMC Commissioner Bhushan Gagrani directed civic officials to engage with residents before proceeding further. Similar opposition has been observed in other parts of Mumbai, including Bandra West, Kolaba, and Marine Drive, where citizens have urged the civic body to prioritize roads in poor condition rather than reconstructing those in good shape. Greater Hyderabad. Municipal Corporation introduces stricter demolition guidelines to curb illegal constructions. The Greater Hyderabad Path Municipal Corporation, GHMC, has introduced new demolition procedures in line with Supreme Court guidelines to ensure transparency and accountability. Affected parties will now receive a 15-day notice and a personal hearing before demolition, with all actions video recorded. Notices will also be sent to district collectors in Hyderabad, Rangareddy, Medchal Malkajgiri, and Sangareddy. Builders must now secure occupancy certificates before granting occupancy, and financial institutions will verify approvals before sanctioning loans. GHMC conduct regular site inspections to prevent unauthorized constructions, aiming to enhance urban governance and regulatory compliance. Ludhiana. GLADA demolishes illegal colonies on Ludhiana's outskirts to curb unplanned development. The Greater Ludhiana Development Authority, GLADA, continued its crackdown on unapproved and haphazard development, demolishing 3 illegal colonies on the outskirts of the city, in Ladian Kalan and Husseinpura. The demolition, led by District Town Planner Sandeep, included the removal of boundary walls, roads, passages, and sewer manholes under construction. GLADA also warned the public against investing in such unapproved colonies, urging action against those misleading residents with promises of cheap plots in areas that fail to meet government standards. Past efforts by GLADA highlight the ongoing battle against illegal development in Ludhiana. Australia to impose 2-year ban on foreign investors purchasing existing homes. The Australian government has announced a 2-year prohibition on foreign investors acquiring existing residential properties, a measure aimed at addressing soaring house prices. The restriction, set to begin in the coming weeks and run until early 2027, will later be reassessed for potential extension. Australia has one of the least affordable housing markets globally, with young buyers struggling amidst skyrocketing costs. In Sydney alone, home values have surged by nearly 70% over the past decade. However, experts believe the ban will have a limited impact on prices, as foreign buyers account for a relatively small portion of overall purchases. The move mirrors a promise previously made by the opposition leader, aligning with the pressing cost of living concerns ahead of the upcoming general election. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.